Students, today we are going to discuss the topic hybridization. Very important topic, and this is from the syllabus of class 11, but it is also very helpful for the students of class 12th also, because the many questions are being asked in competitive exams. Okay, here we will discuss some simple tricks. By using them, we can find out the type of hybridization in a particular molecule by just simple observation. Okay. So first of all, the points which are keeping in the mind. First one, that is the number of electrons in outermost orbit of central atom. Okay. Second thing, the how many sigma bonds are formed by the central atom, plus how many lone pairs the central atom have. We have to find out this sum of the sigma bonds plus lone pairs of the central atom. Just by knowing this sum, we can find out the type of the hybridization in a particular molecule. Okay. Now, if this sum is 2, then the hybridization will be sp, and if this sum, the sum of the sigma bonds and the lone pair is 3, then the hybridization will be sp2. If the sum of the sigma bonds and the lone pair of the central atom are 4, then the hybridization will be sp3. And if this sum is 5, then the hybridization is sp3d, and if this sum is 6, then the hybridization is sp3d2. Now we will discuss some examples one by one. So first of all, we will take the simplest example, that is the CH4. And in CH4, we very well know that the carbon has the outermost orbital electrons 4, and it is forming the 4 sigma bonds with hydrogen. Okay. So the total number of sigma, no lone pairs is there. So the sum of the sigma bonds and the lone pair is 4. Then it means the hybridization is sp3. Now in case of NH3, the total number of electrons in outermost orbit of nitrogen is 5. Very simple. It is forming 3 sigma bonds with 3 hydrogens. Now, what will be of the last 2 electrons? They will remain as a lone pair. Okay. So, total number of sigma bonds and the lone pair is 3 plus 1, that is 4. Again, the hybridization is sp3. Okay. Now we consider another example, that is C2H4. C2H4, its skeleton is like this. So we consider one carbon atom of this one. This one carbon atom, we know the outermost orbital electrons in carbon atom is 4. Okay. It is forming 3 sigma bonds. One with this one, second with this one, and in this double bond, only one sigma bond is there. So total number of sigma bonds is 3 and no lone pair. So this sum of the sigma bonds and the lone pair is 3. So we can simply say the hybridization in C2H4 is sp2. Very simple. Now we take another example, C2H2. Its skeleton is like this, C2H2. Okay, now we consider this carbon atom, outermost orbital electron 4. Okay, now it is forming one sigma bond with hydrogen and it is forming one triple bond with this carbon atom. Out of in this triple bond only one sigma bond is there, so total number of sigma bonds is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So 2 means the hybridization is sp. Okay, now we consider another example. Here we also consider this XeO3. This also consider the type of hybridization XeO3. Now we consider how it is. Okay, Xe xenon, its outermost orbital electrons is 8. It forms 3 double bonds with 3 oxygen. So its 6 electrons are consumed. Now it is left with 2 electrons and these 2 electrons remains as a lone pair. So total number of sigma bonds 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, because these are three double bonds, so 1 sigma bond in each. Okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 plus 1. So total number of sigma bonds plus lone pair is 3 plus 1. It is equal to 4. Again the hybridization in XeO3 is also sp3. Okay, now in C2H2 we have discussed the hybridization in C2H2, that is sp. Here we take another example of xenon, that is XeF2. XeF2, in outermost orbit of the xenon there are 8 electrons. Okay, now it forms 2 sigma bonds with 2 hydrogen and now it is left with 3 lone pairs. 6 electrons mean 3 lone pairs. They get the equatorial positions. Okay, now the total number of sigma bonds and the lone pairs is 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this consider the hybridization sp3d. Okay, means the sigma bonds are 2 and the lone pairs are 3. The total number of sigma bonds plus lone pairs are 5. It means it has the hybridization sp3d. Okay, another example, PCl5. PCl5, it is forming, I just form simply I am not drawing the proper shape. I am just attaching it. Okay, this phosphorus is attached with 5 chlorine atoms. Okay, with 5 sigma bonds. No lone pair is there. Why? Because in outermost orbit of the phosphorus there are 5 electrons. Okay, so the hybridization is sp3d. Okay, now another example, SF4. SF4, in the outermost orbit of the sulfur, 6 electrons. Okay, no problem. Now it forms 4 sigma bonds with 4 fluorine atoms. Okay, fluorine atoms. Now it is left with 2 more electrons and these electrons are found in the form of the lone pair. The total number of sigma bonds and the lone pairs is 4 plus 1, that is 5. Again the hybridization will be sp3d. Okay, we take another example, XeO2F2. Okay, XeO2F2, what does it say? XeO2F2, I am just connecting them. Xe is joined with 2 oxygen atoms. Okay, and it is also joined with 2 fluorine atoms. here we are not discussing the actual shape of the molecule. Here we are discussing only the type of hybridization. Okay, Hc consider the 8 electrons in outermost orbit. 4 are consumed with this oxygen and 2 are consumed with this fluorine atom. So 6 electrons are consumed in forming the bonds. Now it is left with 2 electrons which are found in the form of lone pair. Okay. Now again the position. Now we are going to count the number of sigma bonds and the lone pair. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. 4 sigma bonds plus 1 lone pair. So total number of sigma bonds and the lone pairs is 5. Means hybridization is sp3d. Okay. Now another example of next hybridization, SF6. This SF6 outermost orbit electrons of the sulfur is 6. It is connected with 6 fluorine atoms, means it is forming 6 sigma bonds. No lone pair is there. So when the counting of sigma bonds and the lone pair is 6, the hybridization is sp3d2. Simple. Now we take another example, VRF5. In the outermost orbit of outermost orbit of the bromine is 7 because it is halogen and it is connected with 5 fluorine atoms by 5 sigma bonds. Okay. Now the 2 electrons are left which remain as the lone pair. Okay. So the total number of sigma bonds plus lone pairs is 5 plus 1, means the sum is 6, means hybridization is sp3d2. Okay. In the another video we will discuss some other examples of the hybridization. Okay. To get the further notification of whenever I upload video, please subscribe the video. Okay. Thank you.